Dumplings in the portal, in the portal, in the portal!
How's it going, guys? My name is EricVanWilderman, and welcome back to Geometry Dash. In this video, we're gonna be doing Toxin Lab 3 by Xaro. I already finished it on stream, I just didn't have anything at the beginning. I want to talk to you guys one-on-one, you guys that tune into the videos. And I gotta say, I love this level. I've always wanted to do this level, but I was always not good enough. And maybe, I guess I just didn't have a 144 hertz monitor now, did I? But seriously, this level is crazy for me, and the reason why is because it tests three things that I'm not very good at. Number one, it tests your memorization. There's so many little things for you to remember, and they all come up very quickly. Number two, there's lots of transitions, there's lots of jump rings in the portals, and the transitions are very quick. So you don't have time to react. You can't like read what's coming up, you have to already know. So I guess that kind of links to memorization being number one. And the third thing it tests is playing a level with obscured vision. It's hard to see because of the crazy effects, and that's part of the difficulty. The effects are awesome. Really cool looking level, and even to this day, it's one of the coolest looking levels, and this was made like right after 2.0 came out. So props to you, Xaro. This level's fantastic. This is a masterpiece of a level, and that's why I've always wanted to do it. So this was on a list of mine of levels I've always wanted to do. The next one I want to do is Windy Landscape. But let's go Toxin Lab 3. Now, there's not much I can tell you, really, in practice mode. It's just like, it takes a lot of memorization. Like, I could literally explain everything I'm doing right now, but it wouldn't really make sense to you. I'd be like, okay, just hold the button here. Now you gotta hold down the button, but you gotta make sure not to hit that jump ring, and, you know, hold down the button so you don't hit the jump ring, and that would go on for like 20 minutes, because it's a short level, it's like a minute, but there's so much to remember. You really gotta practice. And that's the thing about this level, is at first it seems really hopeless. You're like, oh, I'm never gonna be able to do this level. It's completely hopeless. It's so hard, and I'm not gonna be able to do it. But the more you practice, the easier it gets. And I mean, that's like obviously with every level, but in this level in particular, like the more you practice, you're like, oh, it all of a sudden makes a whole lot of sense. Like before, I thought this was the hardest level I'd ever played, but it's not. It just took a little bit of memorization. But to get to that point though, you know, it takes a lot of practice, and it took me a lot of attempts. So a lot of jump rings in the portals, right? A lot of, just a lot of stuff. Oops, you gotta hit that second, jump ring there. Oh, it's been a day since I've beaten this. I just have been too lazy to upload it. And, oh my god, there we go. So there's so much to remember. Like, you gotta jump on that slope, and then it gets, you know, there is a little bit of a lull here. This part's, like, kinda easy compared to the rest, which is nice. But yeah, and to be honest, like, the hardest part of this level is actually when all of these effects start. Like, the beginning memorization part, after you finish that, and well, the entire thing is memorization, but once all the crazy effects start, the beginning, you go into a wave, and then going through that section, probably for about 15 seconds there, it's really hard. And then it gets, not that bad. There's just a couple little timings you gotta remember, right? And yeah. It feels like really comfortable to do. And I guess you gotta kind of be good at the wave. You don't have to be like a pro at the wave, but there are a couple tight wave spots. A couple, not too bad. It's just a matter of like knowing when to hold down the button and when not to, because there's a lot of timings where you need to kind of buffer your input. You hold down the button so as soon as you land, you jump, and you don't hit a jump ring. Or you gotta know what timings to hit the jump rings coming out of a portal. If you hit it too soon, you'll die. You hit it too late, you'll die. And it's just about memorizing those timings. It's just that there's so many of them. I can't really give you any pure tips, you know? It just comes down to with how well you can memorize something. And yeah. It comes with time. You know, when I first started practicing this level a couple days ago, I was like, oh my god, am I actually gonna be able to do this? But now I go through it and it's not too bad, you know? Oops. I messed that up. There's a lot of times in this level too, where it looks like you're supposed to hit a button, but you actually just like don't hit a button. There's a couple other times as well, but right here, I'll show you one as soon as I stop being a noob. So right here, we're at the very end. Go down, you hit that jump ring, and then you don't need to hit the button. You basically hit the jump ring and just don't hit the button. What am I doing? So you just tap it, right? And then you go, because if you hold down the button, you die. So it's all about knowing when to hold it, when not to hold it, the timings, and that all comes down to just figuring it out. And I could explain every little detail, and that's what I mean about the fast transitions is I could explain every little detail of what to do at each part, but that would take me a very long time. It's not a long level, but there's a lot to know, which is why it took me so many attempts. But this level is very doable. It seems really hard at first, but because it's not that long, you can't memorize all those bits, and when they come to you and it sticks with you. It's not like a high skill level. You don't need massive straight flying wave skills to get through here. You just need to learn the timings, which takes time, right? So that's all I gotta say about the level. The next little bit you're gonna see are highlights from the stream and then my successful completion. Hope you guys enjoy. Jump rings in the portals. All right, here we go. Whoa! Okay, that should be better. But yeah, this song is really loud. It's one of the loudest songs in GD. Okay. Okay! Wow. Oh yeah, it wasn't bad. Whatever. That wasn't a bad attempt. Ah, what? I held down the button too long. Are you kidding me? It's a spicy meatball. Oh, man. Yo, Surge Gameplays, thanks so much for subscribing on Twitch Prime 2 months in a row. That's awesome. Hey, that was a pretty good attempt, 59%. Where are you going, little guy? I didn't even see it. I, like, had to check. I was like, what? What? Oh, he's up there. Holy shit, man. Oh no, I had to tap the button again. Usually I only tap it once though. Usually. But I guess I tapped it too weakly. That's too bad. Some people find this level easy. It's a spicy meatball. A spicy meatball, holy shit! What? I hit that jump ring too late? Oh, that hurts. Oh, that hurts. Oh, poop. Okay, well, let's do a practice run mode. Practice mode run. Practice run mode. I can't even talk today, huh? What? What happened there? What? No way! I don't even know how I died there. I was hitting it like normal. Just, you gotta hit 4 jump rings there. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's progress, though, it is. But that sucks, you know? Oh, God! I hate dying there, because I don't know why I'm dying. Oh, fuck! Why? Maybe I was hitting the jump ring a little late? Yeah, okay, hitting the jump ring late is what does it. Okay, so you need to hit the jump ring really early. Like, really early. Alright, well that makes sense. I don't think it matters when you do the initial jump, as long as you hit the jump ring, like, super early. I don't feel nervous at all. Like, there's other levels that you get near the end and you feel really nervous. But in this level, like, there's too much going on for you to ever have a moment to feel nervous. Like, you're just like, what's next? What's next? Oh, fuck. And you're so focused that, like, you don't get nervous. Like, Cataclysm, when I get near the straight fly and stuff like at the end, I'm like, oh, I'm so nervous, right? This level, you have no time to get nervous. You're like, oh, fuck, what's next? What's next? Blah, blah, blah. Yes, we did it! Woo, yes, I knew we were on the brink. Woohoo! Nice! Oh, that's good. I mean, this level's really hard, and I was getting a bit frustrated. But man, when you get this level, like all the memorization and everything, when it all just comes together, man, is it ever satisfying. This is a super satisfying level to beat. Oh, man. Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's great. I feel so good to have beaten this level. And the reason why I feel really good to have beaten this level is that this level was kind of, when it first came out, I had no hope of ever doing it. Like, I spent like 500 attempts, like, in practice mode getting to like 30%. And so it just feels so good to beat this, to come back to it. Oh, yes. Toxin Lab 3 by Xaro. Very, very fun and satisfying once you get it. A lot of times I was dying over and over again to parts, and I was just doing them wrong. The thing about this level is you really need to practice a lot to get like the methodology down of how to do it, because there's a lot of little things. There's a lot of little timings that you really have to do. But the thing is, a lot of those little timings, they aren't particularly hard, and that's why people some people call this a medium demon, is because, like, overall, like, it's not that hard. It's just there's so much to cram your brain with, and your vision is blocked. So for me, I have a real hard time with levels when my vision is impaired and I can't see the level. So Toxin Lab 3 for me is very hard. I'd consider it a hard demon. It's a hard demon for me, because when my vision is impaired, there's a lot, and I also suck at a lot of memorization. So memorization for me, just, oof. Like, in levels where it's just completely skill-based, where you can see what's coming up and you can go and do it, I'm a lot better at those kinds of levels. But man, I suck at memorization, so here we go. This took me 2803 attempts, holy shit. To be fair, a lot of these, like almost 1,000 of them, I believe, were from like over a year ago. And then I recently came back and probably took me about 2,000 attempts to do. Which is still quite a lot, you know? But like I said, I suck at memorization. I had to practice this so much yesterday to get everything in my head, and even then I was sucking so bad, so that's a great level. That's fantastic. GG, I finally did it. Woo! Toxin Lab 3. That's awesome. This level was probably one of my most requested levels I have ever had on the YouTube channel. People always say, play Toxin Lab 3. The only other level that's more requested than this is Windy Landscape. So I want to do Windy Landscape before I go to Canada. I want to do Windy Landscape, like, maybe in like 4 days or something. Maybe I'll do it, stream it. Yeah, I want to do it before I go. I won't be doing Bloodbath before I go, though. I mean, Bloodbath is for sure the most requested level, but that doesn't count, because that's like an extreme demon. Anyways, that was really fun. So thanks, everyone, for the stream. I know it's like a weird time, but to the 106 people that are here, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. That was a lot of fun.
Just keep it here.
Windy Landscape will be the next demon that I'll probably stream in a few days. So see you guys. That was a lot of fun. Peace.
Good to see ya.